had production meeting because we had just played Buffalo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had a production meeting with Tony Romo.
Okay.
And I sat in this panel with him and a bunch of other people that were, calling the game that day. And the first thing I did was I stopped. I acknowledged the fact that Tony Romo was an undrafted guy.
From Wisconsin.
Let's you know how I feel about my Wisconsin guys.
Hey.
I give you crap every day, but it's good crap though.
Yep.
But I told him, I said, hey, look, Tony, like, first and foremost, I just want to say I really appreciate you laying the platform for undrafted guys. Like,
Man.
To be able to do what he's done, it puts an undrafted guy in awe. Like, you really feel that connection, right? And he sat back and he honestly couldn't believe that I even said that in the production meeting. Like, it almost made everybody in there cry. Like, everybody was like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe it.
Because that's real though.
I'm like, but honestly, that's who I am. Like, if you know an undrafted guy, you're like, what they went through, right?
100%.
Me and him sat for like 2 or 3 more minutes just explaining the process of being an undrafted guy and what it actually takes.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, like, you're third on the depth chart, but when we had that conversation, I brought up the fact that Tom Brady said, hey, look, it takes 1 rep, goes into 2 reps.
Yeah.
2 reps turns to 4 reps, and you have to make every rep count. As an undrafted guy, that's the same case, right? Like, you have to have that mentality. Like, you have to be in a space where you're like, hey, look, I know I'm gonna just get a ball fake. Like, I'm gonna get a fake 18.
Yep.
It's gonna be the best damn fake 18 you possibly can have. Like,
100%.
So that's my thing, is like, undrafted guys know what it takes.
It's crazy when you talk about Tom Brady having that same mindset or mentality, and it's like, as an undrafted guy, it's non-negotiable. You don't have that choice.
Yeah.
And I remember my undrafted situation. There's field 1 and field 2. Yeah. There's an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, all the coaches, all the guys that are going to be on the 53 over on field 1. Everyone else on field 2.
Yeah.
And it's like, all the tape gets watched, but like, you're in that moment. It's like, man, why should I carry that fake out? Why should why do all these details matter over on field 2 if no one's really coaching you, if no one's really here in this environment, in that circumstance? It's
just a test. They want to see what you can do.
They want to see, mentally, if you can handle all of the little details, so you can be accountable to the guys that have wife and kids and families that are counting on you to do your job on Sunday. And it's like, as a 22-year-old kid, how do you not be like, oh, poor me, feeling sorry for yourself or starting to point fingers?
At one moment, though, you do tend to think like, man, like, why am I going through this phase right now? Like, why me? But like, you're also in that mode where like, no, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Your dream is right there. You're watching it. You're with watching people living the dream that you want. And it's like, it's dog eat dog. It's a competitive business. And it's like, you got to take every single advantage, every opportunity. You got to fight that internal battle of like, man, feeling poor me, all this stuff with, man, let me be accountable. Let me not complain. Let me not let that voice eat up at anything else, right? So, it's that undrafted thing's real. And it's crazy the amount of guys that have found success after a guy like Tony Romo has blazed a trail, being an all-time Dallas Cowboy legend and future Hall of Famer, you would think, with the numbers that he put up, and people blaze trails, and then you're able to take their blueprint and you're able to take Raheem's version of that blueprint, and you're going to run with it the way you're going.
Tweak it a little bit and see what comes up out of it. I think my thing is like,